A local author is using hand-drawn illustrations and interesting facts to get children curious about birds.
From swans to robins, readers young and old can be inspired with a new book. It's called Little Birdie Babies. And this morning we're joined by author Heather Botchke. Good morning, Heather.
Hi, guys.
I absolutely love these illustrations. We're going to dive into your newest book, though, and not talk right away about illustrations because it's this one. Tell us about it. You were just on in January talking about your other two.
Yes.
But now we have a new one already.
6 months later, and babies are born. Yes.
That's how quickly it happened?
Yes. Well, it's not so fast when you're a writer-author because it's 3 months and then 3 months of waiting and back and forth. But yes, the babies are born. And the book really starts out by saying, just like people have different houses, birds also have different nests, and every bird makes a nest and a home that's right for them. And so we start with the nest, we talk about the egg, and interesting facts about each of the baby birds, because even though everyone starts from an egg, they all grow up in different ways.
I love that. I love that story right there to be shared. Now, as far as what kind of baby birds that we can expect here, and you know, what do you do if you see a little baby bird in your yard or somewhere else? So first of all, what kinds of birds?
We've got all types of birds. So we've got some that you'll see in your backyard, like hummingbirds and house wrens, but then I also have Pippa, the emperor penguin, in the book too, so you can learn about different types of birds. And the back of the book does talk about what you should do if you find baby birds, because we want to keep them safe. So if you do find a baby bird, leave it alone. And if it seems injured, you could always call the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, but it's best to leave baby birds alone.
It's hard when you're a kid.
You just want to touch
everything. They just want to touch everything. They want to touch everything. Okay, that follow-up question then, leave them alone. But if you see, if you see a nest in your yard, like little kids, when you go over there, what do? Are you like, there it is, don't touch it?
Yes, you can
look and enjoy.
Look at it and enjoy it and take pictures if you want, but it's best to leave them alone because they're doing their thing. They're building the nest. And especially as those little babies are ready to hatch, those parent birds want to keep those baby birds safe. So we want to look at them from afar and not interfere.
You know, birding and just the interest in birds, we know the Gen Zers are really into it, but I honestly, not until about 40 or maybe older, I really started to appreciate birds. I noticed them. I noticed the cardinals and all the birds out there. But this trend it's sticking around, and your mom started you in your interest, I'm assuming, in birds. Tell us a little bit about her, and you've dedicated the book to her.
I have dedicated this. So our first family pet was a little cockatiel named Birdie. So that was when my bird love really started. And then my grandpa used to call me Heather Feather. He had nicknames for all of us grandkids. And so I wanted to dedicate this book to my mom because she believed in me before I ever did in myself. And I think for all the mamas out there that are helping their little ones fly, but this one specifically for my mama bird. Yeah.
That's so sweet. My little 8-month-old would love all the colors and the artwork in this. I read a lot of children's books. My mom was a librarian. Normally, when you write the book, someone else is the illustrator. Yeah. You are the whole gamut here.
Yes.
You've been drawing for years?
No. Okay, well, I guess years now because it started after COVID lockdown. And the drawing is really what started it all. So I had this tug in my heart to draw. The first thing I drew was this little chubby bird. And then as I learned more about birds, I thought combining my playful illustrations with the facts that I was learning would create really fun books for kids to get them excited about nature, away from screens, and finding these little characters out in the wild.
So it started with illustrations. It started with just experimenting with art and drawing birds. I love that.
Yeah.
So and your illustrations, they really stand out. They're just so beautiful and intricate. And you have a book that's dedicated to Minnesota birds.
Yes, yes. I think, let's see. Yeah, Minnesota is right here, and then we also have Wisconsin. So Minnesota was the first book that I did, and then I'm from Wisconsin, so all my Wisconsin people were like, "Where's our book?" And so I had to do Wisconsin.
Sure. Yes.
And I will be expanding to other states as well, but there's something about these birds that really kind of calls to everyone's inner child. And I feel like since I loved drawing and I was doing it when I was like 10, 11, 12, I sort of feel like it's that inner child in me coming out again. And I think that's why it resonates with so many people.
This is so great. Okay, before we have you go, a quick quiz for anyone who does want to go out with their baby. Take a little book out and show them around what birds are hatching right now. Can we see a couple right now out there?
Yes, I've seen some crumpled, blue robin's eggs out there. We've got some swallows that are making some nests, and the little goslings, they're already hatched and out in the world. So if you see the geese with their little goslings, that's happening now.
They're so cute.
And May is the best birding month because they're mating, so you're seeing extra activity, they're building their nests, and you've got migration. So May is all about the birds.
All right. I
Thank
love
you,
it. Thank
Heather.
you so much, Heather.
I learned a lot too. Thank you.
Heather Feather, thank you. To find more of Heather's book, you can go to BuddhaBirdie.com.
That's right.
It's a cute name.
I know, I like it too.